For fuck's sake. This administration is inept, almost criminally negligent. Let me read this to you. Thousands of Federal Emergency Management Agency calls went unanswered following the deadly Texas floods after Department of Homeland Security Kristi Noem had allegedly failed to renew call center contracts. Nearly two-thirds of calls to the disaster assistance line went unanswered in the 2 days after the floods, which have so far claimed the lives of at least 121, a source told the New York Times. It came after hundreds of contractors at call centers were fired on July 5th after the contracts lapsed and weren't extended, according to the documents obtained by the outlet. The agency received 3,027 calls from survivors as floodwaters receded on July 5th. Roughly 3,800 calls were answered. But the next day, as contracts expired and hundreds of contractors were fired, FEMA received 2,363 calls and only 846 were answered. On Monday, 16,419 calls were made by survivors, with only 2,613 answered by the agency. It was 5 days after the contracts expired before they were renewed by Noem, according to the New York Times source, who added she has also recently instituted a new requirement for a personal approval of any expenses over $100,000. Inept. Instead of firing call center employees and making survivors go without because they can't even contact FEMA, how about fire Noem because she's inept? She can't do a job right. Trump should say, "You're fired." But he won't, because apparently he hires inept people. Sad, sad, sad. Alright. Yeah, by the way, I forgot to add something that's very, very important. All this happened, the firing and all this, happened during the damn flood! During the disaster itself! All of a sudden you have people helping, and all of a sudden they got fired in the middle of a fucking disaster. Alright. I know it's bad regardless, but that makes it even worse! Wow, what the fuck? Oh, it's crazy. Till next time, you two. Take care.